Everyone, welcome to another edition of Office Hours Live, our weekly live stream show directly into the Zenler Facebook group. So if you're watching this live with me, then you are in the right place. You're in the official Facebook community group for Zenler. Now, every week we do have new people come in, which is absolutely amazing. It's lovely to see new people coming in, finding the app and using and taking advantage of some of the offers that we've had on recently to upgrade to use this platform to its full potential. But we also have our normal members, our members that have been with us for some time. And Office Hours is a place where every week we'll open ourselves up to any of your questions you may have. We may be able to answer them online live, or we may have to come back to you depending on what it is. So feel free to ask your questions as we go through Office Hours, and if you type them into the chat, I'll come back to them towards the end. But we tend to go through a number of different things when we run Office Hours, and one of the things is I like to show you a part of the where you can get some help. So sometimes we'll cover the tutorial site, sometimes we'll look at YouTube, we'll look at different things, and then we'll look at an element of the platform itself where we can really dive into what the system does, some of its capabilities and things like that. And last week was really great. We went through the email system, what we could turn on and off, and the Dunning email, which was the abandoned cart email, which was really, really great. So for those of you that missed it, go back and watch last week. There was some really good information in there that will help you really get to grips with using the platform to its fullest. And I think that really sums up Office Hours. It's about just getting you to know, where everything is, how everything works, and being able to just get that touch point with us here, the educators at Zenler, to be able to use this platform more effectively for what you want to use. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is we're going to look at, let me just jump on here for 1 second. Give me 1 minute. So the first thing we're going to look at is share my screen. Is here. So support. So support.newzenler.com. That's where we are here. Now, often when people are coming in, they're using the platform, they may have a struggle with how it operates. Now, we have our tutorial site. Most of you will be aware of this. You'll have used it. You're probably logged into it. It's going through a bit of a revamp at the moment. And you'll find a lot of the technical support videos there, as in the usability side. How do I do this? What buttons do I press that make that work? And all of those types of things. And there's loads of stuff in the tutorial site that's really, really helpful. A lot of our workshops are there and all of that type of thing. But the support site is a little bit different. So this is a little bit more, it's got stuff on here for, it's got support documents on here. So if you go into the course one as an example, so creating your first course with Zenler. So there's some screenshots here, and it takes you through it, and then there's the video there. So it takes you through it in a bit of a different way to how the tutorial site does. So if you look at create your first course, so on your admin, this is how you do it. It just takes you through a couple of little videos there showing you how to do these different parts. Now, of course, when we talk about support and we talk about technical support, that's not really the whole question when we look at it. So we sort of think to ourselves, well, when we need more help, where do we go? So if I've gone through the tutorial site, it doesn't work. I've gone through maybe the live support desk that we run on Thursday, it's not fixed my problem. I've gone through YouTube, it hasn't fixed my I've got a problem with what's going on in my site. And therefore it can't do what I want it to do, and it should do, or I can't make it. And that creates then a situation that you're in, which is a technical support situation rather than a knowledge-based situation. So there's quite a difference, a defined difference between the two. Now, if you've been through the education stuff and you've looked through and you can't find the answer to what's going wrong, there could be a whole heap of reasons why it's not working. Sometimes it's user error. You've not fully understood what it is. Maybe you've misunderstood some of the training and there's an element or something you haven't fixed properly. But we get this a lot with courses where people forget to publish the course, or they put a price and they create the pricing secret or something. And then where's the pricing button gone? It's all wrong. It's broken. It's not wrong. It's not broken. It's just maybe you just didn't quite understand what that part of the system did. So that's a usability issue. So it could be that. The second thing is it could be a hardware setup issue, i.e., you're using an Explorer browser or anything. This is always just using a Chrome browser. That's what Zenler works best on. It's not the only thing it works on, but it's what we suggest. Then it could be something to do locally with your setup. So you might be using a tablet, or you might be using a laptop that's struggling with resources, or something like that, or your internet connection's a bit patchy, or there's blockers going on your browser. Something to do with your individual setup that's causing this issue, and that's a possibility. So what happens is when we get to the point of saying, look, okay, let's delve into what's going on. We require a couple of things. So before you contact tech support, because they're only available via email or the form that's in this particular site, you need to record, where possible, a video of what's going on, what you're seeing. So you record your screen as a video, not screenshots, but as a video, and just talk through it. I'm trying to do this. This is what's happening. When I click here, it should do this, but it does that. Can you help me, please? And explain the steps you've gone through and the exact problem that you're facing. Now, why do we ask you to do this? Now, this is really important. And the reason we ask you to do this is because, number one, it accelerates the response time. So if every person that put a support ticket in did this, then it would make everything go so much faster. Because when you try and describe a problem and you email over what the issue is as you see it, the support team have to try and replicate that issue, or go in your account and go, well, I'm looking at it and it looks okay. I don't really, and then you end up with this backwards and forwards scenario. If they watch the video, they know exactly what you're doing that's creating that problem. So they're in a much stronger position to say, yes, can see the problem. This is how you fix it. Yes, we can recreate that problem by following your exact steps. Then they can fix it. It's a localized issue. It works here. It doesn't work your side. Or it's an account specific issue. We've had that before, where it's just a quirk that happens on your particular account. Let's go in and fix that. Or it could be a slightly wider issue and more people are facing the same challenge. So we put a support ticket in. It then generates an automated email back to you to say, we've received your ticket, it's gone into our queued system, and this is your support ticket number. Now, support@zenler.com is the email it comes from, so make sure you add that into your favorites, your whitelist, whatever you want to call it, your address book, so your reply doesn't, and the replies coming from support don't go into spam. So you'll get that email back. If you don't get an email back, resubmit, because maybe something's gone wrong and it hasn't gone in. But generally speaking, if you get that ticket number back, it means the team have got it. They can then work on it, and therefore they can resolve it and come back to you. So you have nothing else to do until you wait. Now, generally speaking, same day, next day is when you'll get a reply from this. On a weekend, it's a bit slower. So bear with the team as they work through. When we have things like the community launch that we did, we get a lot of support tickets come in that are a usability issue. And people will email in and go, oh, can I do live streams in here? But that's not really their job. We don't have the functionality to go into a community yet and directly do a live stream. So that's sort of not really a support question. That's more of a go in Facebook and ask there, because we'll tell you. It's an education question. Though there have been things that have cropped up. We've also got our feedback site where, you know, if you've seen things in the community area, you think, oh, wouldn't it be good if it could do this, or wouldn't it be good if, go and have a look there, because you can add your view on it. So maybe someone's already mentioned it and it's in the queue, go and vote it up. Maybe nobody's mentioned it, do a quick search first, and then you can put that there. So be really clear where the support comes in against, is it an education problem? And if it is an education problem and you can't solve it, then the place you need to be is on a Thursday live support desk with me, or come into the Facebook group and ask a question in there. And I guarantee you one of the team will come in and they'll help you, or one of the other more experienced users of Zenler will come in and say, right, this is what you do and this is how you do it. So when we're on support.zenler.com, technical support ticket, let's click on now. And this is a way that we can do this. We click on getting technical help. So contact our support team via support@zenler.com. So you can just go into your email system and just go and type an email, boom, 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 done. Or you can click here and submit a ticket here. So if you don't want to open your emails up, and I'm notorious for it, I have my emails open once a day for 10 minutes and that's it. I don't go back to it. So I tend to use things like these forms. So we can submit a request here, put your email in, your subject, your detailed description, your name, your Zenler site URL. So whether you've got a custom link on there, put that on there. If not, put the .new Zenler one on there. Screen recording and Loom video, and then attach any files that you've got there. So anything else that you feel would be helpful, and then just click submit. And that will then get that ticket out to you. It will get you moving along, and it will escalate that to the point where it needs to be escalated to. So getting technical support from Zenler is really, really easy. Remember, be polite to the team. They're there to just serve you, to help you. They may not always have the answer there and then. It's an expanding team, and we're bringing people in and they're training and all of this stuff. So just remember, like anything, they're there to do their very best for you, and they will help you to the best of their ability. And if it needs escalating, they'll escalate it within the team to get you the right level of support that you need. So that's how to get technical support from Zenler. Right, let me stop sharing my screen for a moment. Okay, I'm just going to hop onto Facebook to see if I've got any Facebook people in. Tracy Browning's in. Hi, Tracy. Hope you're well. Good to see you here. Okay, now I don't have a walkthrough of anything in the Zenler site for this week, so I'm going to skirt over that bit, and I'm going to talk about, let me get this part up. And it's the last time I'm going to mention it, so let me just share my screen again. Instagram, right, instagram.com/Zenler HQ. Now, if you've not gone over here and followed it, give it a follow. There is a giveaway going on here. So if you just click on here and see what you've got to do. So Zenler giveaway alert, free lunch on us. And it closes on the 2nd of February. So win 25 bucks to enter. Follow at Zenler HQ. Tag a friend in the comments. The contest runs each week and it's open to all creators. Winner will be picked and announced on Friday. So as you can see, a few people are commenting on there. There's not many people entered for this week. So get in there and get entering. You get 25 bucks there if you manage to get tagged in it. So make sure you go and do that. It'll be really great to follow Zenler anyway. You know what? We're trying to expand our reach as a company and organisation, like most people do. We showcase our members on here as well. So you'll see Melissa's here. There's a few other people that are here. That's Harry, I believe. So we do, where we can, showcase our members. So if you want to be showcased on Instagram, reach out to David and he will facilitate that for you, however he's going to do that. So do have a look at that. But we're trying to build this channel up. We're up to 6,757. Be really nice if within the next month we could get that up to 7,000. That would be awesome. So give it a follow, go off. If you want to enter the competition's there. It's only there for another few days. I think it finishes Sunday. So look out for that. And you may well be in a chance to get 25 bucks. I mean, who doesn't want that, eh? So go off and do that. Okie doke. Let me just double check who else is on here with me. Right, nobody else. Okay, let me I'm going to keep this really short actually. So I'm going to start rounding up. Now, the last thing before I do go that I want to talk to you about is next month's workshop. So February workshop, and I'm running this workshop now. It's called a tour of Zenler. So tour of Zenler workshop, and what we're going to be doing over the course of the month is myself. I'm going to be it as the workshop, and then I'm going to have all of the team members come in on different workshops with me to be able to deliver that part or that day, that particular module of that workshop. So what's a tour of Zenler workshop? Now, this is where we're going to really deep dive into all of the aspects of Zenler, and we've broken it right down. So we've broken it down to the lives, the community, the blog, the page builder, the course area, all of these things. So it's all broken down for you. And as we go through, we'll explain more. We're going to go through showing how to use it, where resources are, and all of that. Now, I'm going to attempt to add in an element of competition into it as well. So look out for that when you come and join us. It's going to be a really good thing to go through because we're going to dive really deeply into this. And what that means is it may well highlight things that you may not be using or have seen before. Now, this is really important. We had on one of our onboarding calls a couple of weeks ago a very established member of Zenler, and they came onto it because they wanted to find out, well, are there any bits of the system that I'm missing that I'm not using as a pro member? And it was a great question. It was because things do change, we update things, we do new bits and all of this type of thing. And it was a hard question to answer in a 25-minute call because, well, what do you use right now? How do we know what you're missing if we don't know what you're using? So it was a difficult call to answer, but it really highlighted for me the need to do the tour of Zenler workshop so we can show you, even if you are an established member, you may just pick that one thing up that you've missed, that you didn't realize was launched or updated or upgraded, and it's not been highlighted or come on your radar yet. It can be really, really useful. My favorite one, as you know, is the abandoned cart email. And so many people go, oh, I didn't know that was there. Well, it's really good. Set it up once, off you go, job done. And it can make you money, which is what we like. So, but we're going to go through a whole heap of these. So you'll see the schedule go out in the next few days. There'll be a sign up to it, obviously, to get replays and stuff like that. And you'll have to opt in, I think, to enter into the competition. So look out for that as well. Well, I would say it's going to be a fun competition. Is there going to be swag? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We haven't really given them much swag away since the new branding. So, yeah, quite possibly there'll be something along those lines. So that's going to be going out. The schedule will be there. It'd be really great for newer people to come along as well. You go off onto the demo and all of that, and you get 20, 25 minutes with Ariel or whoever's running those particular sessions, but it doesn't mean it always covers everything that you need. And I always think going through this in this type of scenario where we'll end up probably time stamping the video rather than having to go through something like the complete guide where you don't know exactly where you want to head with it. This can be just a different way of learning, a really good system that will really benefit you and your business. So look out for that. So Tour of Zenler workshop for February 2025. I'm heading it up. The opt-in and the schedule for that's going to be available very, very shortly. Remember as well, we also have live each week, live support desk with Ben Meet on a Thursday. So 4 to 6 p.m. GMT is running. So if you do have or need help and support using Zenler from a not a technical breakage point of view, but from a usability point of view, how do I do this? I want to do that. What does that mean? What buttons this and all of that stuff? Then she's there to help facilitate your use of the platform to make it more efficient for you. So look out for that. Obviously, I'm back next week with office hours for a new month. So we're in January's gone really quick. I don't know where that month's gone. It's flown by. But yeah, January's gone really quick. So look out for that. And pretty much that's it for now. So listen, thanks everyone for watching, whether you're live or on the replay. It's been an absolute blast to have you along. So I'll catch up with you either somewhere live during the course of the next week or on next week's office hours live, where I'm going to go through something quite unique. So if you've not yet been, then you need to book in for that one. It's going to be pretty awesome. So thanks everyone. See you later.